If you ever thought, I wish that Keanu Reeves just tried a John Wick film where he put no effort in, did no training, and the action scenes were just winged on the spot, then I've got the film for you.
Turtle power!
Jackpot is about a young woman trying to make it as an actor in Los Angeles. And we're meant to feel like sorry for her and an emotional connection to her because what a hard journey that is, and everyone knows that's a hard journey. Why? Anyway, so there's this version of the lottery where if you win, then everyone else gets the chance to try and kill you and claim your prize, but they have to do it before sunset. Unfortunately, you can't leave the city or you forfeit the prize, and there's drones and things broadcasting your location all the time. So it's not, it could just have been in like a hide and seek thing, but it's not. It's more of a, it's a murder run. It's John Wick. It's just John Wick. It's not very good John Wick. No. You see, there's films like Nobody that actually was a really good like take on John Wick and did really well as a parody thing while actually doing really good action scenes. That's what you need. You need good fight scenes. Doesn't matter how much fun you're making of it and as a concept, you need the fight scenes to actually be good or the film will not be. And at the end of the day, that's that. I also truly hate, as much of a nice thing as it is for actors, when streaming services give out like 5 film deals to actors. You could even see like Ryan Reynolds on Netflix. He went for a run for quite a few years. And they made some bad stuff, yeah. And all these other actors that get signed to these contracts, it's just lazing out and often results in them starring in things that they're just not really right for. And John Cena's current Amazon run. I watched Ricky Stenicki. I did not like it. I've watched this now. It's maybe slightly better than Ricky Stenicki, but it's not good. And as much as John Cena could have starred in this, or Awkwafina could have starred in this, together, it doesn't really quite work because they're both that actor who you call when you need a kooky sidekick to play off a straight-laced lead. Neither of them is playing straight-laced lead. Awkwafina is kind of trying, but it doesn't really work because she's still so jokey and quirky and loud and funny. And feels very much like herself. I mean, they're both playing themselves. Both of these actors in every film they're ever in, they just play themselves. So Awkwafina wins the lottery, big surprise, and John Cena turns up, big buff man who helps her survive and says that he's gonna make it to sunset with her as long as he gets a cut of her money and can she trust him, all this. And it's fun, but at the same time, it really boils down to, this whole premise has really just boiled down to okay, let's go here and hide. Uh-oh, we're not safe here anymore. Let's go to this next place. This will be safer. Oh, it's not safe anymore. Wash, rinse, and repeat. And it feels like wasted potential. It feels like there was a lot that could have been done with this idea. And it's a real shame that this is what was done with it. I'm not trying to say that the film is really god-awful, or that the premise is terrible, or that there aren't funny moments, or even that the two actors don't have any chemistry. They don't have a lot of chemistry. But it's just one of those films, one of those streaming service films that normal streaming service movie, it just goes along here. The idea is, alright, whatever. The execution is, alright, whatever. The whole thing is just okay. This film very much had the idea. And it maybe even had some of the right actors to pull it off with. But then it just didn't work. Jackpot isn't a bad movie, but it's also not something that's really that worth watching because I feel like we've got a very low bar for stuff we'll stick on streaming nowadays because nobody can be bothered going to the cinema unless it's for a big release, right? That is an unfortunate fact. But because of that, you see something that's got an interesting premise, that's all it actually needs, and just go, yeah, let's give it a shot. And I feel like Jackpot is very much one of those movies that lots of people will watch. They will all at the end go, eh. And then in a month, there will be a kind of Mandela effect situation where we will all forget this ever existed. And that's just unfortunate, because with this premise, a truly madcap version of a John Wick thing, if you put like 20% more effort into the fight scenes, this would have been pretty great, I think. This could have, and maybe should have, been a straight-laced thriller or horror movie. And instead it's a half-assed comedy. And that breaks my heart a little bit. I don't even want to shit on it because it's a John Cena movie. I'm a fan. I like his style. I like his acting style, his comedic style. Loved Peacemaker. And I'm just waiting for them to actually give him a movie role, whether it's an Amazon movie or what, that kind of fits that a little bit more, because he could do great things and make a really funny film. So it's a shame, but for now I'm giving Jack Shit 2 stars. The irony is that Aquafina shouldn't have been the lead. John Cena should have been the lead, because if he'd won the lottery, they would all be looking for him. You know what? That's the joke. That's the funny.